Welcome to another edition of Photo Enthusiastic. I'm your host, Jim Fair. Well, it's been a while since I've posted anything except for a small tutorial on the Fusion drive. That's because I've had the flu, just the regular flu, not the new thing. And it's kind of kept me under the weather. Anyway, I see that Fujifilm has announced the XT200. And along with it, a new 35mm f2. And you may recall that I had the Fujifilm X-T3, and the 35 f2 had this terrible focus breathing. And I was kind of hoping they would redesign the lens, but it turns out this new XC version of the lens uses the same optical formula as the 35 f2 WR, like the regular lens, the weather-sealed one. So that means it probably has the same focus breathing that the old design has. However, it's still, about $200 cheaper, and it's still a great lens for stills. Not so great for video with focus breathing. One of my pet peeves with Fujifilm was that lens, and if you had the autofocus turned on, you'd get this little as the autofocus tried to switch back and forth between, say, your eye and your cheek or something, and you would see a magnification jump. So it was really obvious that the autofocus was doing something dumb. So that really annoyed me. It's kind of odd to see them redesign the lens without addressing that issue. Yeah, it's small and it's light, and again, I would say it's best designed for stills. So that said, who is the XT200 for? Well, obviously it's aimed at the beginning photographer, someone who wants something better than a smartphone, maybe wants to learn how to use full manual, and it's got all those controls, and a very nice looking retro design. And at the price point, $10.49 Canadian with the kit lens is pretty good. Or you can get the 35 f2, the new one, for $2.59 Canadian. And I'm sure that Viztech and Henry's and others will have it for less. $8.99 body only, $10.49 with kit lens. It's kind of interesting to see them redo the lens, but without a redesign and without the weather sealing. Which is fine if it's not raining, but otherwise, your average photographer is not going to sit around in the rain still taking pictures. The diehards may, but, not a big deal. Anyhow, I just wanted to point that out, and, just to say, hey, that lens isn't going to be great for video if it has the same optical lineup as the 35 f2 WR lens. So, that's all I have to say today. Thanks for watching, and fade out.